Yep, and in about an hour or so, we have another daily race for you to enjoy too. So that's like 3 Ring to the Past games in a single run, and we are underway.
Nothing, well, I guess 300 rupees in the first chest is not bad. We're already looking at Zora as a possibility here.
Very interesting start indeed. And right there we have Mario's Cane of Red. So
try again.
Mario's Cane of Red. So it's the Cane of Mario, guys.
Yeah, exactly. I figured that out. Just never heard of that either. Okay, piece of heart in the chest. Now, what we're doing is we're going through the this week's format for the league is we're going through the standard opening. So what this means is that this week the runners are going to have to save the princess from her filthy, rotten, disgusting cell, collect a lovely item next to her and other items along the way, and then take her through the dank, dark, disgusting sewers to the sanctuary, where she will pretty much live until either some unfortunate circumstance happens, or if you never have to actually go deal with Ganon, she'll just stay there.
Right. Why does she stand there anyway? I don't want to know.
Something to do with you can't go into a church to get people or something. I don't know.
I don't want to know either.
Yeah. So SirLinkalot takes the lead on the Mario key battle there, going through the blue guards on this area full of, or fraught with narrow pathways and falls to an unfortunate doom below.
Right.
And both runners sneaking behind the green guard unseen. They get away. Now they have to fight this one. No choice.
Yep.
And that one falls. Now they have a blue one they have to fight. Again, no choice. Piece of heart in the chest.
That sprite that SirLink has is actually the CDI link.
Yeah, I'm trying to take a close look at it. It looks like something's wrong with its eye or something like that.
That's what it looks like in the cutscene, so, like...
Yeah. Oh, SirLinkalot using the pot strats to take out the ball and chain guard. Let's see what swaga1icous decides to do. He's going to grab pot as well, but will he use the cane for the rest of it? Oh, he got rid of the green guard with it. He missed one of the pots. He's going to have to use some cane magic here.
It's not really looking good for swag, but I'm pretty sure these runners will do just fine with the blocks and managing their magic.
Okay, finally got the kill, got the big keep. Now he's going to get the princess. SirLinkalot takes a small lead here. Of note, just a green rupee in that chest next to the princess, so not worth the time to click on.
Right. Although swaga1icous is ahead in magic. So, even though SirLinkalot is a little bit faster than Swag, he has a little bit more magic to work with, Swag in particular.
They don't need too much going through the sewers. I think they'll be okay. There's one rat they have to kill, and the thing that they're worried about right now is bombs, which SirLinkalot has a bomb. He can blow open the hole in the back of the escape. swaga1icous is still going to be looking for one.
Yeah, that bomb in particular, we'll see if it'll make or break the this sequence for a high value and things.
So SirLinkalot goes up to what I believe is referred to as the throne room here. Hence why the Stoffel is seen sitting on the throne in here in the introduction. Going to push the blockade aside here. Fun fact, in the vanilla game you cannot do this unless you have the lantern, which is why it's programmed to be one of the first 3 chests you pick up. It has to be in one of 3 locations. Because the area behind that barrier, that bookshelf, whatever you want to call it, assumes that you have the lantern. You're always going to have a lantern back here in standard mode, no matter what, whether you have the lantern or not. Once you get to the sanctuary, that flag goes off, the game will recognize you don't have. There's the hook shot in the back of the escape, by the way. The gate flag will go off, and we'll realize that you don't have the lamp, and if you came back here again later on, you'll be in the dark. For that reason, I like to refer to this as Zelda's lamp.
Right. So, SirLinkalot does have more options to work with than taking out. You can take out the rats with a hook shot, but it is opting to go for the block strats. But
now, something interesting, because the hook shot is back here, I'm going to assume, and I don't know if the logic actually assumes this. Actually, I'll get back to that in a second. Here are some bombs. swaga1icous will not be able to pick those bombs up, unfortunately. Nothing else of use here. So swaga1icous has to keep farming for a bomb. Now, something that I find interesting, and I don't know if the logic accounts for this, because the hook shot is in the dark room, I wonder if, in the event that you skip the hook shot, would the logic actually assume that the lantern would be needed to come back and get that hook shot? That would be an interesting question I haven't explored before.
I might want to test that myself, but if in an event I get a hook shot myself. But anyway, SirLinkalot now into the sanctuary, and now the world for him is partially open, as we don't have Dark World access.
Meanwhile, swaga1icous is unable to find a bomb. He has to go past the point of no return. He's not missing much. He doesn't know that he'll come back later and confirm, but he is not missing much.
Yeah, if he does manage to go back there, that will be kind of interesting and kind of pointless, but whatever.
SirLinkalot getting bonked by the bird as he pulls the tree. Second try finds some hearts as the tree pulled today. Level 1 tree pull, it looks like. So, a little bit of health in there.
Yeah.
Lumberjack ledge time. Anything very nasty up here today? That's a medallion. I think that's Bombos.
It doesn't really say much as to if it's an Aga seed or not. Just because there's a medallion on there just does not mean that Aga is still required. If it was Bombos, then in the event that that Quake or Ether is a requirement to get into the medallion dungeons.
It was Bombos. swaga1icous just looked at it.
Okay, so in that case, Ether or Quake would, if those are required to get into those dungeons, then Aga would pretty much not be required. But we'll have to see when we get a map check over in the Dark World.
I don't have this calculated down to the nth percentile, but I would say it's about a 60% chance at this point that Aghanim... Well, actually, no, that might even be a little high. Maybe more like a 40% chance that Aghanim is required at this point. Because the Fire Rod could be located in a position where you need Bombos to progress towards it. Like, if it's located somewhere inside Ice Palace, or even inside Ganon's Tower, which would be absolutely scary, and it's not needed, obviously, somewhere else, then you could be in a situation where you have to get that Bombos medallion. By the way, there was the Moon Pearl on the back of the Lion's Hut.
And a shield, but we don't have to worry about that. It's just a shield and not a Moon Pearl. But yeah, I think it's like a 30% chance. And a glove, okay. Okay, so... Now what? So, if it's,
Another glove, we may have Dark World access.
Yeah, but also, I mean, the hammer would also be nice too, but...
Right. There's a piece of heart. So looking at the depths of the well right now, piece of heart starting it off there. swaga1icous is getting his Moon Pearl and glove. He already found the bombs. I think he must have bought some in Kakariko, so now he's finding those bombs. Thanks a lot, he says. The well not really paying out with a lot of interest here, just some more money.
But it is possible now that if they really want to, they could sequence break into Zora to grab whatever item there was, or just look up what item it was.
And they could actually get the Waterfall Cave too. The Moon Pearl will let them get those two items.
Right, that too. So I saw a I saw a crystal and I saw a crystal at Desert Palace
Oh.
and Eastern Palace. As we get a mushroom over on the
I
chicken
didn't
hut.
catch that map check, but it looks like our tracker did catch that. Math Girl, I think, is doing our tracking today. So looks like we have crystals on all three, and Tower Hera was the 5-6.
Interesting. Kakariko giving out quite a lot of money to our runners.
Time to see what's in the library today. And as we enter the library, we find... That was just regular arrows, I think. I'm getting another look. Yeah, it was 10 arrows.
Yeah, it was 10. So they're not going to pick that up anytime soon, as we are now going to take a look at the race game. And just a big 20.
Soon.
Yep, just a big 20. And now onto the South Shore, or potentially early Agina, if SirLinkalot so chooses. But I can see that I'm pretty much seeing, yeah, he's going down the South Shore to take a look at 3 different locations of 8 possible checks.
20 rupees in the dam chest there, the initial chest before, and pulls the. I think he used a hook shot glitch to get across the block there because he was able to do this in one trip. That's not intended behavior, but it is something that can do.
And we got flippers, so
that is almost ironic that that's right in the access point to Swamp Palace.
Yeah, so with the flippers now, they could take a look at logically they can take a look at Zora. As SirLinkalot is going to open up Mini Moldorm Cave. Swaga1icous is following right behind him. So satisfying to see those Mini Moldorms getting hit by the hook shot.
Oh, there's our 10 bomb item. To explain that 10 bomb item, I'll just do that in a second if we don't see anything else here. A heart, okay. So that 10 bomb item is another item that you can get in standard mode with randomized swords when the sword may not be on the uncle. That is actually an item that was added to the prize pool by the developers so that you can actually end up having to use bombs to go through the escape sequence, and only bombs. So that is something that is unique to the randomizer.
Yeah, pretty interesting stuff for this little game that we like to play. As SirLinkalot is now heading up into the Ice Rock Cave, and so it chooses he could possibly head up into Zora's domain and get 4 checks out of the way.
Swaga1icous is going up to Mini Moldorm. Now, he had the extra time he had to spend looking for bombs in the castle, so he is decidedly a little bit behind in steps right now, but he's otherwise following the exact same path that SirLinkalot's following. I don't think I've seen a lot of divergence between what they've been doing just in terms of how far apart they are. That's the only difference. 100 rupees in Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, but yeah, they're gonna have plenty of money as we can, plenty of things that we can do with this particular money. But for the moment, we're heading over into Zora's domain. As SirLinkalot is gonna be swimming, jumping over a waterfall.
He might check the hobo first, and maybe the island as well.
Yeah, that too. That's a total of 5 checks if you count hobo.
Correct.
And
we are going to see
and
the
6
island.
with the island.
The island looks like it has... Oh, that's the Titan's Myth.
Oh, that's a mirror required checked item to grab. So SirLinkalot will have to be pretty happy to see mirror anytime he's heading into Ice Palace.
The good news is that you need the mirror to get that. So that means the mirror will have to be found rather soon because there's a lot of things that are locked behind that Titan's Myth. So that mirror can't be too far away, I would say, at this point. Where would you think that mirror could be at this point?
I'll take a stab at it and say Eastern Palace, possibly. If we find if they sequence break into that into Death Mountain, I would say Tower Hera.
Based on our access so far, I would agree with the Eastern Palace area. I'm going to go ahead and say that Sahasrara has it in his closet.
Yeah.
Either that or it's up in the Zora area.
Yeah, as we're going to be seeing that right now.
Exactly. Oh, we don't have to sequence break this, so this is definitely within logic right now.
Yeah. Pretty fortunate to grab that right in the def and a sword. Okay. And about 15 minutes in, we got our first sword.
Not bad. I've seen longer than that.
Yeah, me too. But
now,
anyway,
thinking about this area, normally we just check the item on the island here and see the hammer and just walk by thinking we have to come back later. But they have the flipper, so they're going to get a nice, lovely hammer right now.
So that right there is Dark World access, but
it is.
Again, it does not mean that specifically that Aga is still not required. Given the fact that that Bombos medallion was on the Lumberjack cave, it's still possible that the medallion caves will require Bombos.
Okay, Zora coughs up a piece of his heart for 500 rupees. I would have preferred he kept it for that much money. But SirLinkalot is going to go and get the much more valuable hammer that is down here right now. And swaga1icous will be very happy when he gets up there and sees that hammer himself. Because he's now seeing that glove right now, and that can't put him in a good mood.
Unfortunately, no.
So I think SirLinkalot is going to potentially... I think he might head to potentially to the Palace of Darkness area right now, because that does open up that possibility. Now, there's always the concern that it could be bow-locked. So he might start with the Eastern Palace area first to see if he can get lucky and find a bow.
But as far as SirLinkalot is concerned, I'm thinking...
Yeah, I think he's going to go Death Mountain, actually. That might be... He might sequence break Death Mountain without the lamp.
Yeah, you just overshot that, but,
Oh, no. Oh, he's doing the, What's down here that he can do right now? Is he... What are you doing, SirLinkalot? Oh, he's, doing the, mushroom glitch with the bat.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Do a fake powder glitch and then into getting a free check, so,
If this turns out to be mirror, this will be a very interesting, couple of holes that we have to fill in here.
Right.
So, Batman today says, I curse you for waking me up by making it impossible to use magic.
And by that, he means an ether.
Exactly.
So, that's one of the medallions in our possession now.
So that could be a very big point, and I'm just going to give a shout out to the comment in chat. That could go either way, someone says.
Okay then. So, looks like SirLinkalot is opting to go into the village of outcasts.
He wants to check out Thieves Town while he can. He has the hammer, so that is fully clearable now. All 8 chests in Thieves Town.
Yeah, that is true.
In that sense, this is a better play than Palace of Darkness, because you have that possibility that there's no bow in the area, and you would have to leave something behind. Thieves Town leaves you clear out completely. Nothing wrong with this play at all.
And swaga1icous is just going to turn in the mushroom.
We have pendants along the north and at Thieves Town. That's the green, and the 5-6 pendant is at Ice Palace.
Huh. And, oh! swaga1icous is getting half magic from the witch.
So the mushroom item is useful. SirLinkalot has not done that yet because he did the fake powder glitch with the mushroom. But swaga1icous will not be able to get the early ether. SirLinkalot could go back and get that half magic later.
Yeah, once they find a powder, then that will be something. So for now, SirLinkalot is going to head into Skull Woods and get some checks out of the way.
Now this is where getting the ether early might pay off for SirLinkalot, because if that powder is in a very out of the way location and that ether medallion turns out to be required, Speaking of which, these mummies are not being very well behaved right now.
Right.
That could be a situation where he doesn't have to get that out of the way powder, and he already has the item that it unlocks.
You bet. As swaga1icous is going to take a look at Sharashla's closet.
Okay, I was wrong on that one. No mirror.
So it's possible that the mirror could also be inside Eastern Palace, but
Well,
we'll have to see as. Go on.
Sorry. I was going to say, with all the places that have now opened up with Skull Woods, which SirLinkalot is checking right now, Thieves Town, those are possible locations for the mirror right now as well, as he takes a death warp to get back to the
I don't
start
blame
of
him for
his
doing
current area.
that.
Me neither. swaga1icous is playing the Eastern Palace gamble to see if it pays off. I don't think he's been up to the Zora area yet, has he? Oh yeah,
No, he has
he
not.
has the hammer. He has the hammer.
Yeah, he has. Never mind. He did a. I saw an interesting little strategy from Swag as a different routing method than I normally what the runners would do, but
And we have a useless map there.
yeah, as we're gonna go across that and over the over to that piece of heart on the Eastern Palace first chest.
And he's continuing south into the next room. He's going to pick up the item here, open up the pits, get a key.
swaga1icous is going to the right and grabbing if the hookshot in hand doesn't have to go into that one extra room with the anti-fairy.
Yeah, saves a little bit of time there. There's our shovel. That could be interesting.
For SirLinkalot, he's pretty much done with Skull Woods, and now he's on his way to the village of outcasts and potentially Thieves Town.
Yeah, I would say Thieves Town again is definitely a play he's going to make. I thought he might do that before Skull Woods actually, but because Mothula is not necessarily required to. There's our mirror, so now that brings that power or that Titan's been into logic. But with Mothula not potentially required today, he knows that if it's a compass or a map on Mothula, or even a big key itself, that big key less so because that could lock an item. But if it's a dungeon item, then he knows he doesn't have to beat Mothula to do anything, unless the pedestal were to be required.
Yeah.
Some caches in Mimic Cave. Actually, a useful hint tile.
Yeah, that's gonna get rid of one check for swaga1icous once he makes his way up into Turtle Rock, which we won't see for quite a little bit. As SirLinkalot has opened up the Thieves Town dungeon
Big key
door.
is very early found.
Good start.
And there's a small key, so that opens up the hammer chest. Now he just has items and regular items and dungeon items to find.
Yep.
We already had the mirror in Village of Outcasts, so I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of Thieves Town was a bust.
Yeah. Given the fact that Mirror was found in the Village of Outcasts fairly early, on the Sea Cave, and I wouldn't be surprised if there wouldn't be anything to it. But if he really wants to, he can go up into he can go up into the rest of the dungeon itself for.
Oh, he's leaving. He found everything except for the compass in terms of dungeon items, and then left after getting that piece of heart. He's going to the treasure game first. He might just want to see if there's something useful in here quickly. Another piece of heart, it looks like, because he already had the 100 ruby somewhere else.
I mean, with the mirror, with him grabbing the mirror, I'm not surprised at him going into just mirroring out at Thieves Town and just saying that, like, okay, there's nothing really much to do here. I don't want to gamble on the rest of.
Yeah, he must decide he didn't want to gamble with that much health. I'm surprised he's leaving 3 items on the table like that, though. That does surprise me. So he must be wanting to. Like, you don't know. There could be a bow back there. There could be a book back there for Desert Palace. There could be some boots back there. That's 3 potential items you're leaving on the table.
Right. As we see a heart container over on the Desert Ledge. As SirLinkalot also going to be doing the shovel game.
That may not get a visit. 10 digs right now. swaga1icous is going to Agina. We're on dig number 14, 15, 16. 21 digs for some bombs. And Agina, we're going to use a bomb, ironically enough, on the wall to open up his cave further. And Agina's chest yieldeth a piece of heart.
So, interesting little scenario here. SirLinkalot now up into Stumpy to get whatever item Stumpy has, or something along those lines.
Which is just money.
Have money too. That also is a possibility. Surprising that none of the runners have gone up into Death Mountain yet. They're putting that up for quite a while.
Cave 45. Welcome to Cave 45. Sit down and crack open a cold one.
Yep, that is an ice rod over on that particular unnamed location that somehow has a number attached to it.
The basis for that is based on a map, and I will not to advertise any people or anything, but if you were to search the map on Google, it's the Ian Albert map, and on his map, that cave is numbered 45 on his map. That's why it's called Cave 45.
Correct. So, seems like SirLinkalot is gonna open up Hype Cave, or what was called Hype Cave.
The Cave of Little Significance is what I call it most of the time now.
Yeah.
Let's see what it is today. Today's cave has a piece of heart as the bomb explodes, opens a wall in the middle of the cutscene. There's a flute. There is another set of bombs, 50 rupees, and a master sword. Professor Renderer, rate this hype cave.
It's actually not too bad. I would say 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm seeing a couple 6 out of 10s in chat. I agree with that range, 6, 7 out of 10 with the flute and the master sword. Better combat and quick travel.
Yeah, so...
Oh, look at this play. Is SirLinkalot going into Swamp Palace with... Yeah, I think he can do this fully, can't he? He can. He's doing Swamp Palace.
This is a really interesting play. As swaga1icous is grabbing his mire.
Well, like I said earlier, if you can do a dungeon fully, why not do it? And he must have an inclination with 6 unique items possibly in here. This is a better play than Thieves Town for him right now, you think?
Yeah, we'll have to see if swaga1icous keeps going into the cave further. Thieves Town specifically. Instead of SirLinkalot, as we are now into our first crystal dungeon of the race, Swamp Palace. And our first hint is nothing but a joke hint.
I like the joke hits, though.
Yeah, joke hits are pretty interesting. So swaga1icous is now into Thieves Town.
First item is a compass. That doesn't really help. I mean, he knows where the boss is, but he already has general ideas, so...
Yeah. It's not like it's, well, actually, Randomizer wouldn't really be a proper analogy, because it's still a boss shuffle, but,
It's still a boss, though. Anyway, going to grab the key. We're also hearing the beat music now for the heart. So he's going to collect the key, which he already has. He'll use the key to open the door, and this is where the hammer really comes into requirement, because you can't proceed without the hammer here. So the hallway of, well, is flooded.
Right.
And you can proceed. And swaga1icous is in Thieves Town right now. I'm actually going to be interested to see if he continues in Thieves Town. He has 9 hearts. Blind takes the same damage regardless of weapon, hence he's blind to any weapon that you have. He'll take the same damage from anything. SirLinkalot takes a death. swaga1icous is continuing into Thieves Town. We're going to have to split our attention here and see what each runner picks up here.
Exactly. So... this is what I was thinking he would do. swaga1icous is going to keep going forward and maybe try to take out blinds just for an extra item, for one of those 3 items at least.
Well, he's going through the hallway of one of the hallways I absolutely hate in this game because these little annoying gel things, whatever they're called,
Amoeba.
really can get in your way. Amoeba is what they're called? Interesting. Makes sense.
They
So
look
he's going to go upstairs. He's going to get a hint from the hint tile up here before he pushes the switch to get to the key, to get to the shutter unlocking switch. A unique item is in Palace of Darkness. Well, given there was 5 items in there, there was a good chance of that. So at least we know that now.
Yeah, but if it doesn't really bring up much aside from that. But since
Silver arrows.
Oh boy. But the only problem is that we don't have a bow to even use them. So I mean, nice to have, but given the fact that we don't have a bow, it's just eh.
Well, when we get to Ganon, we're going to have them because we'll have to have the bow by then, most likely.
Oh, of course. So this is yeah. They're actually called Gibo, according to someone in the chat.
Okay, well, it works for me. swaga1icous opens up the sunshine room. I call it the sunshine room because, well, you see that ray of sunshine that goes through the hole he just blew in the floor. So that will, for those who are not familiar with the game, that will cause something that I will not spoiler too much, but most of us know what that is. So.
Well, it's the golden. All right, hold on. Wait till blind.
So swaga1icous going through the Zyzax. This is an enemy I learned the name of a little more recently. These rhinoceros guys. Very annoying enemies too, because they tend to be a little random in their movement sometimes if you have a hard time figuring them out.
Right. So swaga1icous is going to head down to the basement of Thieves Town, grab the maiden.
Meanwhile, SirLinkalot is going to the 2 chests on the left side of Swamp Palace. And I had a feeling he would do this because he was making the Swamp Palace play early. He's hoping there's something in Swamp Palace. Well, there is. There's a heart container.
Right.
He did find the silver arrows already as well, which we noted.
Yeah.
And that's not worth the trip.
So, yeah.
I'm seeing bow in chat. I think that was in the maiden's chest.
Oh boy. So, SirLinkalot making a huge...
We know where all 3 medallions are.
Oh boy. SirLinkalot making a pretty big mistake going into leaving Thieves Town behind, but...
I had a feeling with 3 items on the table, I had a feeling there could be something there. I didn't want to say bow, but it was the bow. So that could be a mistake for SirLinkalot. But
yeah,
I imagine given it's available really early, he probably wanted to make the swamp play first. He got the silvers, which you have to have the bow to fire, so swaga1icous doesn't have those yet. That will make boss combat a lot easier since we are on a normal difficulty. It will make boss combat a lot easier for bosses like Vitreous. swaga1icous still will have to go get those silver arrows to have that advantage, which would also save time on the Ganon fight as well. Since we have to do Swamp Palace anyway, he still has a chance to pick those up.
Exactly. So now SirLinkalot is taking on blind. Apparently the golden power was so strong for a lady that...
1 heart.
Oh boy. Apparently the golden power is so strong enough that apparently it turns into this red thingy. Red, like...
Oh, we took the death.
Oh,
now the good news is I don't think it was a compass in the chest in the sunshine room. That means that this is most likely just a compass anyway, unless I missed the because we saw the bow, we saw Quake. I think the sunshine room might have been a heart piece, but I don't remember. If it was anything other than a compass, blind wasn't even required anyway.
Yeah, if that death could be justified, as SirLinkalot is going to go past the tick room and into Argus.
Okay, so SirLinkalot is on the Vitreous fight right now, and welcome to what he seems to be Menu Simulator 2019, because he doesn't want to do this fight with a Master Sword, so he's using the hammer instead, which is why we call it Menu Simulator 2019, because you have to keep going to the menu to switch items, because that's what you do in Menu Simulator 2019. An upgrade
Yeah.
version of Simulator 2018.
With microtransactions.
Yeah. Insert nickel to continue.
And loot boxes. Lots of loot boxes. And it's pay to win. Anyway. So
let's just gonna go to crack open a cold one right now.
Yep. Gonna really enjoy that that drink.
Yeah,
By drink, I mean ice rod.
Nice refreshing ice.
Yes. Shooting ice cubes is fun.
Yeah, it'll help cool down.
And down goes Argus.
Good fight. And I did not see what that was. I'm gonna get another look at it. Oh, that was a cane of Burna.
So with that, with the cane of Burna in hand, SirLinkalot777, a team blind bandoliers, has drawn first blood.
Okay. By the way, digging gets you a piece of heart today.
I think he's going back to get some items that he missed, but
what did he miss?
Probably the eastern wing.
Oh, no, he did the western wing, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He might not open the big chest. He must have come late.
Maybe. Yeah. Actually, yeah. That makes sense if he was going in for the big chest.
He must have all the dungeon items. He must have picked up all the dungeon items. So, which basically means 2 dungeon items and the big key. So it must be the big chest he's getting. He's hopping right off the ledge there. That makes sense to me. He has the mirror already out. He's walking up to it. He's opening it, getting $300 and mirroring out.
Makes valid sense. I can see SirLinkalot probably now heading back. Oh wait, he's on his way to Ice Palace. Or no, wait. He's got into Titan's Mid.
So I'm just going to reiterate something that we just said in chat. Both runners are aware of what is on the Lake Hylia ledge today. For those joining us late, the Titan's Mid is located there, and SirLinkalot is heading to that location right now.
Or, as I like to call it, the Infinity Gauntlet.
Okay. And there it is. And he's going to get... Oh, he did get zapped. Okay, he got into the portal in time.
Nice play from SirLinkalot.
Going around the exterior of Ice Palace, will he try to go in? No, actually, I guess he can't get in yet. He doesn't have the fire rod yet. Now, remember when I said that the fire rod could be locked by the Bobblespadai? That is still a possibility. Aghanim could still be required.
Oh, that too, yeah. We'll have to see as we progress through this. swaga1icous is going to follow SirLinkalot in his tracks to take out Argus in the Swamp Palace. And looks like SirLinkalot is going to be checking the Pyramid Ledge.
So swaga1icous is opening the first chest area. That's going to get him his compass in Ice Palace, I believe, or in Swamp Palace, I believe. And there it is. Here comes the Pyramid check right now. The Pyramid check. He didn't even go to see what it was first. He's just going to go straight up and see a lamp.
Ooh!
So there's the connector to the lamp logic today.
Yep, so that right there is, well, if possible, Aga, but this also brings up logical Death Mountain access. So
it does. Brings up both. So Death Mountain is now logically in play, and that would be checked before Aghanim by pretty much almost any top runner in this game.
Right. As SirLinkalot is going to be making his trek over to Catfish.
So I'm going to be very keen to see where the fire rod is. If it's here on Catfish, then Bombos may or may not be in play, depending on whether it's required for a dungeon. And I guarantee you the runners... I'm actually surprised no one's checked Misery Mire yet, with the flute in hand, at least for SirLinkalot, because that could be revealing information as to whether Aghanim is required. If Bombos has been dying to get in there, you're doing Aghanim.
Yeah. And this is with one check, too, as SirLinkalot is going to grab his half magic.
You get a health refill by kissing the lovely witch. And he's gonna head over to Catfish. Hey, not appetizing to you?
No,
she's just a lovely old lady.
No! Just no!
Maybe she weighs your wand, I don't know.
Anyway, SirLinkalot now going to be heading over to Catfish.
So yeah, like I said, if this is the fire rod, then that takes one of the Bombo's necessities off the table. But let's see what the Catfish coughs up from the depths today. He emerges after a bomb is dropped in, and sends more bombs.
Huh.
Which SirLinkalot does not grace with a pickup.
So if I was SirLinkalot right now, I could possibly go up into Death Mountain, or if I still have a sneaky suspicion that there's some items over on Thieves Town, and I'm pretty sure he is going to over to the Village of Outcasts area to go back into Thieves Town.
I was about to say he's on his way to Death Mountain, but yeah, he didn't go where I thought he was going. So yeah, he's heading towards Kakariko. He's in Kakariko right now. He's activating the flute.
Oh, okay. So stand up for the national anthem, guys.
And the bird emerges, or as some people like to say, the quack is back.
Yeah, but yeah, let's just leave it at that for now. So
we're getting our misery mire check. I'm gonna call it right now.
That makes sense if I was no, wait.
No, he just flew to the mountain. Can't get the old man this way.
Oh yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah, because with the float, I completely forgot about that.
Well, it was either that or misery mire, because that's where, in my opinion, the two checks need to be right now. Death Mountain has a lot of items on it, and you can check Troll Rock while you're here, but you can also get the Mire Shed out of the way and confirm what the Mire Medallion is, so you can get one bird with two flute.
Yep. So SirLinkalot's going to bring the old man back home and receive a fairy in a bottle. Open. Yep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just was excited by the bottle.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's one check available for SirLinkalot if he ever decides to go back into Kakariko Village.
According to Chad, that was a B-Torb, not a fairy.
B-Torb, yeah. I mean, that works too, so...
I have a hard time telling those two apart myself, to be honest.
Yeah, swaga1icous is now taking on Argus, and SirLinkalot heading inside Spectacle Rock. The top of Spectacle Rock was just a heart container.
We're going to get a hint in here as well. You have to pick up the item back here to see what the hint is. So even though it's 20 rupees, he'll pick it up just to read the hint. It's kind of worth the time to read the hint sometimes. A unique item is in Paradox Cave. That is a very good hint, in ways.
Yeah, with SirLinkalot being available in the Death Mountain area, he can possibly go in there right now if he so chooses.
I think that's why he does / at the hint tile, because he's already in the general vicinity of Paradox Cave. So he's like, I'm already checking that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, as Old Man Sunshine says in chat, you will find something in 3 minutes. I tried to do it with the old man thing too, but I don't know if that came through.
Well, swaga1icous' arrow finds his mark as swaga1icous picks up his Cane of Burna and grabs his first crystal.
He also did the Menu Simulator fight, so both runners have succeeded in Menu Simulator 2019. Stay tuned for more Menu Simulator 2019 in a future seed.
And we'll be seeing it quite a lot over the course of this league. As SirLinkalot is going to be the first running to go into the Tower of Hera.
So English is going back for the big chest of $300.
And
a big key right away.
Yeah, with that, it's not fire locked. So
some cash is in Blind's hideout. You don't say.
Yeah, we were just like right there about what, 40 minutes ago? Or no, that was like...
SirLinkalot did not check Paradox Cave yet, so the unique item is still on the table.
No, wait, I'm sorry, 13 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anyway.
Beetle doesn't want to die today. There it goes. Okay, big door open. Let's go upstairs, and let's hope that we don't need to go to the basement today. Will there be a coffee break today?
We'll see.
Oh, there's the key to the basement. The flute requires a bomb. Really?
You don't say.
Thanks, game. There's a map. I'm still waiting to see where that fire rod shows up.
If I'm guessing, if I'm seeing this right, it might be either on Mildorm or that Firelot chest.
Or it could be Paradox Cave.
That too, yeah, because he's in the general vicinity.
As a unique item. Yeah,
so,
that's the thing. Oh, go ahead.
No, as I was gonna say, SirLinkalot is gonna be now taking on our favorite little worm, Troldor.
Well, it can be your favorite worm. I personally hate him.
It's love it or hate him, he's dead.
Relationship. Yeah, it's down. The item that it giveth up is a bag of spices. You may now make chicken. Enjoy.
Yay. So, for swaga1icous, he might opt to go there because that's where Ether's at. If on the magic vents.
He has to actually get up to Tower Hera first. He's not there yet.
Right, but this is, of course, taken into consideration if one of those pendant dungeons, mainly Misery Mire, still is under the Quake or Ether medallions.
Now, I did not notice the compass being picked up, but we are getting a coffee break from SirLinkalot. I did miss the first chest in the second floor being open. So if that was the compass, then we know this coffee break is required.
Right. The compass was in the lobby.
That's the one I missed, so it is being confirmed.
Okay. So I guess for SirLinkalot, this is just so he can get one other check out of the way. Even though it might not be something of value, it's just one other check.
He's making a coffee.
Yeah,
you know it.
Yeah, you get coffee. You might as well drink it.
Yeah, have a sip.
And also possibly plan out your route from this point forward.
And you only have the lamp at this point, so it's a good thing he has the lamp from the to get that swag net out from. So that lamp being on the pyramid, that was needed to open that chest right now, since we still don't have the fire rod. Makes me think that the fire rod could be up here on Death Mountain.
Yeah. And he's heading the general vicinity there right now, actually, so...
He is. I think he's going to get the Troll Rock check out of the way while he's in the area, too. So I think he might just go open that. Well, actually, no, he's going to do Spiral Cave first instead, then work his way back up, I think.
Yeah. So this is the giant walk that somehow looks like a spiral, so,
And we call it the Walk of Shame when they don't have boots, which is the case right now.
That's something that we have yet to see, too, the, boots. Although swaga1icous is heading up into the Palace of Darkness, which does have a unique item.
Which could be boots.
That too.
Fire rod. There's a heart container for SirLinkalot.
So swaga1icous is going to grab Kiki, our favorite little monkey that somehow just likes to troll people if they get hit, or they don't have money. So
swaga1icous will pay off everyone's favorite contortionist, Kiki the monkey, and he will get access to for 110 rupees, since he already lost 10 to a thieving pocket murderer. swaga1icous is in the Palace of Darkness.
And SirLinkalot now entering the Paradox Cave.
So, step 1 of Paradox is the heart container and the bombs.
And that, yeah, with a total of 7, it's a pretty high value play to make.
Yeah, that's why I was a little surprised to see it not done before Tower of Hera. Tower of Hera could have been possibly done last, but for the Ether Medallion possibly being needed logically. So, No unique item yet. That's a green rupee. That is not a unique item. This has to be a unique item. The Book of Medora is our unique item.
Interesting. So right there, right then and there, that opens up Desert Palace.
Well,
I mean,
actually,
sure.
we already had access to Desert Palace with the flute and the mirror. So
That's true.
and the Titansmith. So that book does nothing except give us the ability to read the pedestal or the tablets, which they can also get the tablets now too.
Yeah. Which we've already pretty much established at this point that version 30.4 fixes the tablet bug. So
It does.
go nuts. No, I said
I think they're still a little bit behind in broadcast as you said that. So
right.
just to reiterate, yeah, the tablet bug is fixed. Let's see what's in Super Mighty Cave, and we'll go into that a little bit. There's our fire rod. I think we can safely say that Aghanim. Well, I'm going to hold judgment because we don't know yet what the medallions are for the dungeons, but we're halfway towards saying Aghanim's not required at this point.
Exactly,
but let's finish that thought quickly on the tablets. You said something about the tablets. Yes, there was a progression bug on the tablets in 30.3. That bug is fixed. We are able to have important items like that fire rod on the tablet again if the game so desires.
Yep, and
that was Ether on the Turtle Rock, so one dungeon checked.
Yeah, so if he really wants to, he can open that up, but for the moment, he does not need to do that. Instead, he's gonna go into Hookshot Cave.
I agree with this. Piece of heart. 3 more chests. Will there be something of use in here? A heart container. So let's just go through Palace of Darkness some more. There's a bottle of green goo for SirLinkalot. There's a bottle of red goo for SirLinkalot. Well, the bottles are all up here on Death Mountain today. So just goes upstairs in that one stair, finds a key. So I think with 3 keys, he's finding a lot of keys in this starting area here. Nothing really of interest.
Yeah, and
4 keys, and he spent one of them to get up here, so he's found 5 keys already at least.
Yeah, that's a lot of keys. That's why it's sometimes called business in front, party in the back.
Yeah, mullet mansion is a term I think you had to say there.
Yeah.
And SirLinkalot is going to take the opportunity to open the Turtle Rock, which, actually, now that I'm looking closer, he can fully complete it.
Yeah, he does have both rods. He is able to clear Trinex if he so chooses.
A shovel is in the Eastern Palace. A hint so nice, he read it twice.
Yep.
Ooh, Swagalicious is going to have to redo this room. And the first chest of Turtle Rock today contains a map. At least he can find his way around now.
Yeah.
Actually, that normally is the map chest, isn't it?
I believe so.
So, vanilla map. And now we're going to go on the circle of long, well, it's going to be shorter with the hook shot.
Yeah.
Question shot pedestal is pretty deceased at this point. Correct. And I'm going to say, at this point, the only thing that could be there of interest possibly could be boots, and that would be something that could be a necessity if the Ganon Tower Big Key is on the torch. But otherwise, yeah, I'd say there's not much that can be there at this point.
Yeah, it's with all these items in their pockets at the moment. It's pretty unlikely that Peb will have something of value, but it will be kind of interesting if it does. Not saying there will be, but
the worst case scenario you can hope for at this point would be the if the cape was on the pedestal, the boots were at Paradox, or not at Paradox, at Bumper Cave, and the Ganon's Tower Big Key was on the torch. That's the worst you can hope for at this point. Otherwise, pedestal's pretty much out of it.
Right.
There's a key to continue on in Turtle Rock, so SirLinkalot will continue on. Because that had to be a key.
Yeah. And looks like swaga1icous is out of there.
Not finding anything he liked, I don't think.
Yeah. So
swaga1icous
is opting to go mode Eastern Palace.
Yeah, he's already opened the chest in here, so at this point, all he has to do is go to the back with the bow and finish it.
Right.
Oh, look at that lovely bunny sprite.
Glorious. And right then there, that was a vanilla big key.
Yeah, vanilla map, vanilla big key. What's with the vanilla in here today?
I have no clue, actually.
I think one of those keys had to be vanilla too.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if when and who knows? We're about to approach Laser Bridge, so we'll have to see what it has.
So the one thing we do know is that we don't check Mimic Cave. Let's see if SirLinkalot remembers this. I believe he saw this hint. Mimic Cave just has some cash.
Yes. Looks like
he must not have seen that hint. Maybe swaga1icous is the one who saw that hint. We know that he doesn't need this.
Yeah, this is gonna be quite a unfortunate surprise for SirLinkalot.
Well, not so much a surprise, more like an expectation at this point, the way this Turtle Rock's been going.
Right, that too.
Please enjoy your $20. Have a nice day.
Thank you for banking with us over at Mimic Cave.
Yeah, thank you for banking with Mimic Cave.
Anyway,
hey, a key.
Yay.
Hey, a dead swaga1icous.
Yay. Or wait, that's not yay.
That might have been. Actually, no, that couldn't have been a death warp. He would have had to...
that makes sense, too. So, yay.
I'm surprised. I thought he was going to the back to get the crystal there. He didn't do that.
I don't know why. Oh, so okay, he did die. He was on road, so he just died. And
There's
that's
our fourth bottle. All of them were on Death Mountain.
Oh boy. Talk about a glass-filled cave or mountain? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that works. So, SirLinkalot now on his way over to that all-important laser bridge. But first, he's going to take some hearts.
And magic. The magic refill is very handy.
Yeah, that too. So he can use a can of Burna en route.
Yeah, because he does not have the right shield that the game would otherwise expect you to have to put laser bridge in logic.
So we get a key on the first chest, a heart container, a tempered sword, and some bombs. Oh boy.
Well, the tempered sword is probably the best thing on that laser bridge right now because the rest of those items are kind of in multiple supply at this point. swaga1icous looks like he's picking up his island acquisition of Titan's Bit right now.
Yep. And SirLink is out of there. And now we're going to see what medallion Mr. Mire is going to need.
Looks like SirLinkalot is, yes, you said, in Misery Mire, and you're going to see the medallion before me at this point, I think.
And that is, I think, Ether. And with that, Aga is out of required, as not required.
Aga is going to remain alive for a little while longer because we're not going to go kill him yet.
No, Aga teleports away out of actually defeat Aga 1.
Well, we're not going to harass him in his new home. We're going to let him stay there for a while.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So SirLinkalot going to grab his heart container, and swaga1icous curiously goes into the back of his cave to grab those items that we saw about an hour ago. So, and with that too, SirLinkalot is now into Desert Palace. And the Moon Pearls and Blind's hideout. You don't say!
Thanks, game.
And with that, that big key, Desert Palace is not boots locked. swaga1icous is going to be mapping these dark rooms, potentially Death Mountain. Yeah, Death Mountain. As SirLinkalot is going to go to the left side of Desert Palace to clear out the rest of those chests. And he's just going to be mirroring out into over to get a little taste of lammolis or something like that.
Yeah, he's going to go take out the stakes at this point for sure. swaga1icous is climbing. I'm a few seconds behind now on my view, but swaga1icous is going to check out the Spectacle Rock right now to see what's going on in there. And I think my stream is back, so I think I might be back with you here.
Very cool. So at this point, so in this case too, boots is not required, but it still would be nice to have regardless.
And swaga1icous is getting his heart container from on top of Spectacle Rock. Not really required, but nice to have. He does not have a book yet, so the tablet is not in play for him. SirLinkalot not using the fire rod to speed this up. He's just going to wander around with the lamp, saving a little bit of magic. He must want to use that on a lammolis fight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Speaking of lammolis, hi. He could have just gotten the silver. No, he doesn't have the bow yet. He still hasn't picked up the bow. Oh my!
Yeah, he still not has the bow. So you have to go back there. He's got to go back to.
Oh, 50 rupees for.
Yeah, he still has yet to go through Thieves Town. He left at like.
Yeah.
Quite a couple. About like.
It was
40
the maiden's
minutes ago.
chest. Maiden's chest.
Oh boy.
And that's a pendant dungeon, so he might not go back for a while. He might have been making a calculated gamble, and the gamble paid off, and he's been going in every other direction except for an item that he should have picked up while he was in the area, and that could be a little costly having to go back there later.
Yeah, that is.
He is in a crystal lead right now, though, so it may still work out for him.
Yeah. So as SirLinkalot is going to take a look at Checkerboard Cave.
I think this is our first check of this today, and inside there we have... What was that?
A fire shield.
Oh, that was a fire shield. It looked different for some reason for him.
Yeah, it's some discoloration bug.
Yeah, I never seen it look that way before. That was new to me.
Yeah, it happens in the Overworld, and it does. I think it doesn't expect it. It's not expected for you to have it out in the open like that. But anyway, SirLinkalot could also open up Agina's cave. Not much of value here, but except for a heart piece. But yeah.
That's why let's just climbing the Tower of Hera. He's going to be taking on everyone's least favorite worm.
Or favorite, whatever floats your boat. And SirLinkalot is just gonna fly out of there. Or possibly just reset. Oh, no, wait. Oh, he's headed back to Thieves Town.
This turns out to be the right play.
Yeah, which, I mean, if I was SirLinkalot right now, holding back this would make a lot of sense.
We're wrong. We were completely wrong. He is going to Skull Woods.
Oh boy.
He might go fight Mothula.
This is kind of strange, but the only way I see this working is if he decides to combo Mothula, combo Thieves Town after he kills Mothula.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's planning to do both at once, but Thieves Town has the higher item density at this point. I'm surprised he's taking the trip back here first. Maybe he's burned by this too many times. Is he checking the pedestal?
Yeah, it looks like he is checking the pedestal. There's not really going to be much.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your pedestal hype in chat.
Oh, to be fair, there's not going to be a lot of stuff on. But yeah, that's what I figured. I make things go triple boom. That is 3 bombs.
Those are absolutely required. This is it. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. With the ped not really being that big of a play for it just in general not really being good because as our tracker Math Girl says, ped was already about 21 out of 22 items dead. So
it's clear to me what he was doing now, though. He went to open Skull Woods, and he only planned to go in if the pedestal was required. That's why he put the portal there. He flew right back to Kakariko Village, and he went right back to Village of Outcasts to go looking at the items. He's not worried about Skull Woods at all anymore. He's checking out, it looks like, took a little bit of a weird path, but maybe going to Thieves Town now. Oh no, checking Sick Kid.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's en route.
There's your fire shield. So that was not what was in. Well, I guess it was. Maybe that's our third shield.
Yeah, that was our riot shield right there. The other one was in Checkerboard Cave. Curiously, he's going south, as SirLinkalot is going to open up Turtle Rock. Or no, wait, he does not. He can't open up Turtle Rock because he doesn't have the Ether Medallion. He's just checking and see what it was.
He doesn't have the that from the Magic Bat yet.
But instead, SirLinkalot is going to take a look at the blacksmiths before getting the peds. First and foremost.
So this is where SirLinkalot going to Magic Bat with the fake powder. This is where that turned out to be an advantage because he had the Ether Medallion. He did a lot of digging in Turtle Rock already. He could have done a Mizumara if he chose to as well. So this is where the advantage of having that already from the fake powder glitch will pay off for him because he can do those already. Swagalicious has to find the powder separately, which he has now, and he still has to go to Magic Bat to get that.
Yeah, due to Swagalicious using the mushroom early.
There's your boots. The welcome to the Dwarf's Fine Footwear Gallery.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So
Dwarf's Fine Shoes.
Yeah. So I guess with the boots, I mean, sure, it's not required, but it's nice to have regardless. as SirLinkalot is going to take a look at the purple chest.
He's going the long way. He's not fluting.
I mean, it's interesting that he's going to do that, but hey, swaga1icous is now opening up Paradox Cave. Just gonna grab his 7 checks.
The only thing he'll find up there of worth is the book, but that's not really of worth now because he has the items he could use the alternate way.
Right.
And what's in Gary's lunchbox today? Just an explosive lunch.
Oh, I don't. Something about that just doesn't sound right to me. And SirLinkalot is going to take a look at the Bombos tab.
And praying to the gods while holding a pointed sword upright gets you money.
Yes.
Who knew?
Just point a sword up in the air, and that's also colored red, and you get red back in return. In the form of money.
Pray to the gods to be rich, and you will be granted.
Yep. So SirLinkalot is now heading to Misery Mire. That what it looks like.
Makes sense.
Yeah, since SirLinkalot does have the upper hand with this with the Ether Battalion that he's got fairly very early on in the game with the fake powder. The skies clear up, and a entrance appears in front. swaga1icous is going to activate his flute, and potentially, if I was swaga1icous right now, I'd say just go to the left side and get that. Yeah, swaga1icous. Yeah, if I was swaga1icous right now, I would say go off to the right, the left, yeah, the right. Sorry, and get that magic bets. But no, instead he's heading north.
Village of Outcasts or Skull Woods?
I would say Skull Woods, since he already has taken care of Thieves Town.
He is. He is. Could he be making the same sneaky play that SirLinkalot did that got us confused?
Yeah. Although, to be fair, I kind of figured that that the ped wouldn't really have much in value anyway, so...
I meant specifically by checking the ped, but he has not done Skull Woods at all yet, so he's cleaning it out.
Yeah, that makes sense, even though there's not really that much in value.
It's not an item-dense location, there's only 2 items there, but he must be feeling like he might have overlooked something here.
Yeah, that too.
Like the medallion.
Yeah, in that case, he's looking in the wrong location.
Yes.
As SirLinkalot grabbing the big key to Misery Mire.
It's the logically pointed out by the chat is that the fire rod points to Skull Woods and Ice Palace as possible options. Now, Ice Palace does have to be cleared; it is a crystal, but Skull Woods, I think SirLinkalot just wants to rule that out.
Right. So for SirLinkalot, all he really needs is the bow, and should be good to go. Oh.
SirLinkalot's taking a bit of a dirt nap right now.
Oh. Yeah, so I guess for all intents and purposes, we're technically in no modes, if my understanding is correct.
I'm gonna say you're probably correct.
Yeah, because all SirLinkalot really needs is the bow, and he's in go mode. SirLinkalot is having a little bit of trouble,
yeah,
but
having a hard time here. Either that or that was a death warp because you just moved to a different room now. And I'm just going to clarify, and someone actually just beat me to saying this in the chat. There was a question, why would you death warp when you have the mirror? If you only have 1 or 2 hearts, sometimes it can pay off to death warp instead of using the mirror because you'll get all that health back.
Yeah,
so it's just a health strategy.
Yeah, it's a regen, so I mean, it costs you about a few seconds, but still gives you regen. So, SirLinkalot now entering the Vitreous fight. And they're gonna do the laggy approach and use the Cane of Burna on those eyeballs.
There's no bow here for him, so he can't use those lovely silver arrows that would one-shot all the eyes.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but he can make a deal with it just fine.
Not a bad fight at all, to be honest with you. Of course, the sword attack to be a little annoying, but he got out of the way, the eyes down, Visine acquired, and there's a key that he's not going to use.
But that does give him a crystal, so...
Correct. A map and a heart container in the western ring of Swamp Palace. Well, we knew that. I think he knew that, too.
Right. Looks like SirLinkalot is gonna grab some other checks, possibly looking for the bow.
At this point, if he finds the bow, that's all he needs, so I'm fairly sure that is what he's looking for.
Yeah, although the thing is, he still has to go into Thieves Town. That's where the bow is. And if he does go into Thieves Town, for him, that's go mode for SirLinkalot.
It would be, yes.
And in the case of swaga1icous, all he really needs to do is, well, if he so chooses to grab the lamp, but most importantly, he has to get the ether from the bats, and then he's in go mode.
It's worth noting as well the crystal discrepancy. SirLinkalot has had 4 crystals to 2 at this point, so even if swaga1icous gets to go mode first, that does not mean it's his games. It really depends on how long SirLinkalot takes to find that bow in Thieves Town. That will really determine how this game goes, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And some bums in a chest recording a special, so like we did establish that already. So
SirLinkalot, with his lovely new footwear, is going to check out the bonk rocks.
I don't blame him. He's has more checks for him, but on his elusive look for the.
And now, I was going to say he might go to Kakariko now, but no, he's heading to the. He's going to check the tomb.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that works. So.
Hey, it makes sense. He just got these, might as well use them.
I don't blame him for that. And that's 3 bombs right there in that chest. So I can be a little careful as he
Swag Duck here has been summoned, and he goes over to. He's gonna check Ice Palace.
I mean, for him specifically, it is required. So, I think I know what he's trying to do. If he's putting up Palace of Darkness and Eastern Palace to the point where once he gets the bow, which I'm pretty sure he does have some suspicion.
He wants to do them together.
Yeah, which I believe he knows that it is as one of the case. I might be wrong, but if he does know this, then that's two dungeons right off the gate, and we're gonna be seeing Ganon's tower.
I think he is playing on the gamble that it's not in either of those dungeons because he wants to do those two last at this point. He has all other crystals except for those two. They are the last two crystals after Ice Palace.
Exactly.
So he's hoping that the bow is in here. He can go combo those two together and then go straight up Death Mountain.
Yeah.
It's not going to work that way for him, unfortunately.
Yeah, the thing is here, there can't be any valuable items for both of the runners in this dungeon.
Let's see if we get any more hint tiles. Don't think we saw anything beyond that first one so far.
There was that one in the earlier one, which was I think regarding the left side.
There's bombs and chests requiring specials to unlock there as well.
Yeah, which I did say. So.
Mm-hmm. So it was two. I missed that one, I guess.
Yeah. It's gonna set up for the bomb jump. And clears it. Not bad.
Goes through the spike, and here's our last hint tile. It was a boots hint. The boots held by someone friendly.
Right. I guess the only thing that could be possibly good, I mean, the only thing that could be possibly in this room or this dungeon specifically, it has to be it could be the cape as someone in chat mentions. But then again, it's not required as a. There's not really much to grab and to get the cape for. I mean, it might be some distraction, but really, it's just not worth it.
It might be worth knowing that Swaglish does not have the boots yet, so that hint actually is helpful to him. If he wants the boots, he knows someone friendly has it.
Right. I'm referring to the cape potentially being in this dungeon. Right.
I know. I just wanted to point that out. So, Swaglicious is going to now open this chest here, and this one gives him a lovely, lovely magnetic circle, much like the ones he already had.
Right. Okay, so the only thing that could have an item, as far as if my memory serves me right, is Cold Stare.
Yeah, I think we have seen two items. If that's true, then Cold Stare may be our last item.
Yeah. But so far, both runners taking similar paths. As Swagalicious is going to be taking his first, our first look into Cold Stare from Swagalicious' side.
And as he drops in front of the Krakow Eye, as I like to call it, being a Kirby fan, he's going to dispose some fire rod shots into the ice surrounding. Going to try to corner it by... Oh, no, that didn't work very well. They separated very quickly. That's going to make this fight a lot harder. If you can get those eyes all into the corner together and keep wailing away on them before they can break up, that makes the fight a lot easier because there's a lot less chance of them doing major damage to you before you kill them.
Right. I mean, I sometimes call it a Krakow as well. That's I don't mean to derail that, but
Hey, I see it.
Yeah. And I was horribly mistaken. That was a heart container.
That's an item.
Yep. So I mean, sure, it's not a cape, but at this, I mean, really, at this point, what gives? So like I'm gonna be following swaga1icous in his own footsteps. Gonna take out
swaga1icous
the
lost some
dome.
time here, and SirLinkalot did ice pals faster.
Right. And for SirLinkalot, this will be pretty nice as he gets a double on the Krakos and making quick work of Cold State.
Yeah, he did that very well. swaga1icous is gonna go visit the sick kid now and get nothing of interest. Like I said, nothing of interest.
Yeah, just a shield. Move along. So, if I'm SirLinkalot right now, I'd say just go ahead and get into Thieves Town, and I'm pretty sure if I'm.
Oh no!
Oh wait.
Pyramid Fairy, possibly.
I mean, he has the 5-6 crystals. He might as well get 2 checks out of the way. I mean, 1 check.
I wonder if he miscounted the number of items he found in Thieves Town. Like, we only found 1 unique item for him so far.
Right. I mean, that's possible. But then again, I like to say it like this: like, any check is a check. Any check you can make is, regardless of how good or bad it is still 1 check down.
Mm-hmm.
So if he doesn't find anything, he still has he nails his options down. So swaga1icous is going to be grabbing his right shield.
I was going to point that out. He actually did go to get the mirror shield. I found that interesting.
I guess he's looking for protection, if anything.
I guess he knows he still has Turtle Rock to go, and he may have to do Laser Bridge, so why not?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, the big red bomb explodes. Access to the fairy of very plump physique is granted, and all he gets is money.
Yeah, like I said, regardless of how good or bad the check is, it's still 1 check down. So, I wonder where he's up to next.
By the way, you gotta love that hint in Desert Palace. The Moon Pearl is in Blind's hideout. Thanks, game.
Yeah, you don't say. Wait, is he gonna combo Pod and Oh, he doesn't have the. Yeah, sure he doesn't have the belt.
I think he forgot he didn't clean out Thieves Town.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't believe. I wouldn't be surprised.
He thinks it's in here now. He's checked. Well. Oh, he never did Sahasrarala, so he's getting that out of the way anyway.
Right. I mean, he also grabbed a. No, wait. He doesn't. Oh, right. He didn't even
but
clear out.
But if he completed Thieves Town, he could have got Sahasrarala's item himself while he was here. So.
Right, but then again, if the bow of only being, if SirLinkalot only requiring the bow, it's kind of pointless. Just to make that check.
Yeah, I think something's. I think he just forgot Thieves Town was not completed, and that's costing him a lot of time. If swaga1icous can get into go mode before SirLinkalot finds that bow, at this point, that would be the best scenario for him, because once SirLinkalot finds that bow, it's probably gonna be over at that point.
Right. But then again, he's still down by 2 dungeons. If he can, my only thinking is that what he'll do is go through the checks in Pad that he can do, and then possibly go into Thieves Town.
I'm not sure at this point.
Yeah, that's my hope, at least.
Anyway, while we have a moment, let's take a moment to explain how this league works for those who might be joining us on the third or fourth race and not aware how this works yet. What this is a league that takes place over 6 weeks, 2 different divisions, Lake Hylia and Death Mountain Division. This is the Death Mountain Division, as our layout says above our names. So this runs for 6 weeks. They're going to race each other in 6 different types of seeds. This week is a standard randomized swords normal defeat Ganon. There are some other types of seeds like a co-op, an inverted, they all have randomized swords, but they all have different kinds of, there's a crossroad entrance key sanity week in there, so all sorts of different seeds in there. And then they're going to go to a playoff format, and then at the end, the winner of each division will face each other, and that will be the grand champion of the league. You can see there's a team name listed under each player. SirLinkalot on Blind's Bandoliers, and swaga1icous is on Rush Nintendo Swag. Each team has 2 of its 3 players play the seed each week. Now, the exception, of course, co-op might only have the 1 race for 2 players, but every seed gets 2 games each week in normal seeds. A 3rd player gets to sit and watch, and that's how it works. So each win is worth 3 points, and that means you can get 6 points each week.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to watch and cheer on your team if you're amongst one of the teams.
Exactly. While we're at, make sure to follow the runners as well. They are going through this seed for your entertainment, it should be noted as well. So definitely support the runners in their own ventures as well by showing that you appreciate them doing this race for you.
Yep. Okay, this is interesting. swaga1icous is back into Thieves Town. He's trying to clear out blind. I don't know.
He's near Magic Bat. He must be going in a circular fashion or something.
Possibly. That, or he's possibly going to that, or he's possibly thinking that Sarashla has the ether, which we know it doesn't.
We know he doesn't. Yeah. Oh, there's our mail upgrade.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the one thing. I mean, that's like petty compared to the rest of the. It's petty for him, at least.
Well, as far as he knew, that could have been the ether medallion.
Right.
SirLinkalot is now aware that he can dig it.
Yep. Looks like he is. Looks like he's going to be on his way.
Oh,
sort of, but yeah, he's going to grab a.
Oh.
What he's going to do
is he's going to get Magic Bat while he's in the area.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's going to take the blacksmith back to the home, and then while he's in the vicinity, grab the Magic Bat and grab ether. And for him, that's go mode.
Yeah, he'll pick up the purple chest and have it ready to go when he leaves, and then he'll just leave it there, possibly.
Right.
We'll take the blacksmith home. He's going to get a nice, lovely pair of boots, and then right after that, he's going to be able to pick up his ether medallion, and he will be off to the races, literally, with those boots. See?
Right. And about a couple seconds, we're in go mode.
Yeah, stand by. Go mode is imminent. As SirLinkalot gets his big key, vanilla big key, by the way. for Eastern Palace. And ladies and gentlemen, stand by. Powder is utilized. The magic bat has appeared. He is going to curse swaga1icous, and at 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 2 seconds, swaga1icous is in go mode.
But then again, it's oh boy.
Is SirLinkalot going to go to Thieves Town now?
I believe so. Taking the long route, long route, yes. But or no, wait. Yeah, actually, yeah. He's gonna get the shuffle. He's gonna use the shuffle, get his heart piece, then go up into Thieves Town.
He's showing off the glitch where you can dig along as you run. So he's getting the flute now. He's going to go to Death Mountain. He's not going to the bow. The bow, for those who are joining us late, is in Thieves Town, next to where you get the maiden, who you would have seen turn into blind on swaga1icous' side earlier.
With the power of the golden power, rather.
That's powerful.
Yes. So swaga1icous is now entering the Misery Mire.
He'll have a much easier time with the Vitreous fight. He has silver arrows and the bow.
Right. He thinks, SirLinkalot thinks, oh, he's going to check Ether Tablet. But
as well, probably money.
Yeah, as well. Yeah,
probably a big 20.
Yeah.
Or a big 300.
Yeah, that works too. But I believe, SirLinkalot thinks, the bow is on Trinex. Or, no, wait, he's on, oh wait. Spike Cave,
Spike Cave. So he will walk in very painful discomfort. All for naught, as back here is probably a heart piece or something along those lines. Nothing useful, that's for sure. Or $50.
That too. But I think at this point he might have figured it out. Or not. I don't know.
Mountain Cave.
Oh,
just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Yeah, just let him. Yeah, because I think he's
He fluted. Oh. He must have figured it out just now. He fluted to Kakariko. He is heading up to the portal. Stand by. We might have a second go mode coming.
Yep.
swaga1icous will have to hurry this trip in Misery Mire because SirLinkalot has just 2 dungeons, which he's pretty much mostly cleared already, so he just has to go straight to the boss in those 2 dungeons. Where is he?
Yeah, that's what I assume.
Bumper Cave. He's going to bump. No, what is he doing?
Well, I don't get it.
Is he checking
Graveyard
Ledge? Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, he's checking Graveyard Ledge. Oh boy, this race is going to be a lot closer than we expected.
This is giving swaga1icous time. Because he has the same 2 dungeons. Now, he has to still... He already did a lot of Palace of Darkness, too, so he can go straight to back Palace of Darkness. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. If SirLinkalot finds the bow very, very quickly, he will have an edge on the combo in the east. But if it takes a little bit longer, and he might be heading back towards Village of Outcasts now. If he takes a little bit longer, swaga1icous will have this literally tied up.
Yeah, this is going to be quite a... It's going to be quite an interesting race. If he decides to go, and yeah, he's...
Checking Bumper Cave. Bumper Cave check.
Oh boy.
He doesn't have the cape, so he can't get it anyway. Checking it. I didn't even see what it was. I'm going to look on the replay. Not that it matters. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, he realizes that, so... I guess... I think he figures it out.
He might have been worried that the bow could have been up there. He needed the cape to get it or something like that.
Probably. But, nope, he is on his way to Thieves Town.
Finally! We have Thieves Town acquired again. He has figured it out.
Yeah, and the bonus for SirLinkalot is that if he decides to clear blinds, which he doesn't have to, he can get a red mill. swaga1icous is dangerously low on health. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about what he wants to do. Oh, he doesn't have a red bottle.
Oh no.
Oh, this is going to be. Oh no.
This is not gonna. Well, he's getting the fairy, but this is not gonna be. Well, he has full health now.
Right.
He didn't have to leave to go look for the lamp thing, which is on the pyramid, by the way. If you want to know where the lamp is.
Right. This might give SirLinkalot a bit of an edge, a little bit of time.
This will give him some time back, definitely. swaga1icous could have been on Vitreous by now if he got through that room cleanly.
Yeah.
So this is going to give SirLinkalot the time back. He now is in a position where I think he's going to be slightly ahead, but it's still going to be a good race. It's still going to be a good race.
Yeah, but not. Yeah, he might be ahead, but not by much. That's the thing. So for SirLinkalot, go mode is imminent.
There's the bow. And SirLinkalot at 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 50 seconds is in go mode and slightly in the lead at this point. Actually, now very significantly in the lead because swaga1icous had to bail out again.
Oh boy. This is not looking good for swaga1icous. So now SirLinkalot is on his way to do the Potties for Palace combo. And then we're just off to Ganon's tower.
Yeah, this is not going well for swaga1icous now. He is out of magic.
Yeah, he only has a sliver.
I thought he had a red potion though, or blue potion rather, unless it was just a green one I'm thinking of.
He used the green potion. He had used the red potion earlier, but he was thinking he had another one, but he did not. He had two green potions from there was two green potions out in Death Mountain.
Hmm.
As far as SirLinkalot is concerned, she's on a mad dash.
In every way. Oh, save and quit. He might have to go looking for the lamp. That's not fun.
Oh no. That's a problem.
You can finish that without the lamp, but you have to know the room.
Yeah, know your dark rooms.
That's the first thing you should learn when you start doing races competitively. Know how to do the dark rooms. If you're playing casual, it doesn't matter. But when doing races, you want to know how to do them.
Yeah. Knowing the dark rooms can make those dark rooms can make or break a run. So
definitely.
So SirLinkalot is going to open up the room to the Helmet Star King. Well, in about a few seconds, I think. And about a few rooms from now.
swaga1icous is now following behind him, but he doesn't have that crystal from Misery Mire.
He's also a little out of position.
By the way, Sahasrael gives you his heart.
Ooh. It's also turned out to be Sankar, too.
Yeah.
Hey, at least that heart is actually pretty helpful, as SirLinkalot could be taking on Helmut's Arcane.
Could be much better places to find that, though, like in the Moldorm 2 chest.
Yeah. It's nice to have it like the very end of that. And SirLinkalot delivering the killing blow onto Helmut's Arcane. Only one more dungeon for him to go.
Ooh, that's the gold sword, butter.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, sure. It's not. I mean, it's really nice to have the gold sword right out of the Helmut's Arcane. So.
Regulus now pierces the eye of the statue, and that's enough to move a wall.
Yeah, well, SirLinkalot is going to be making his way down the steps and back up again. And now, on his way to the Armos Knights.
Down and up and down again.
Up and down and all around.
Yep. Takes a little touch from the what do you call those again? The Igor?
Yeah, the Igor.
Has to kill this one. And has to kill these ones. Silver arrow to the eye just takes them out. They melt. Speaking of silver arrows melting things, supposedly there's a boss in here. I couldn't tell it vaporized too fast.
I'm sorry, could you read that again? Apparently the Armos Knights are dead, so...
Yeah, I don't see a boss. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses for the big key location in chat. We have a game that we love to play here on the live races for Link to the Past Randomizer. 22 chests in Ganon's Tower, 1 to 22. Pick a number, win a prize of, well, we'll find out later. So where do you think that big key is located today? And Professor Rudder, where do you think it is?
Assuming they go left, then right, randomizer room, and probably if an exact number, probably.
Did you say 9?
Yeah, 9.
Okay. I'm going to. You know what I'm always going to say. It's a new tournament. My thing has not changed. It's always 11 because, well, always. And by the way, for those wondering, 250 people who've donated 250 bits or more, or are subscribers to any of the Speed Gaming channels, will be able to have their wins, assuming they win, put onto a leaderboard. The leaderboard is reset for each new tournament. We have a new leaderboard for each different event that comes on. So we have a new leaderboard right now. All the ones from the fall tournament, the special event we had for the French-German race, any other Link to the Past randomizer event, they are a new leaderboard now. So lots of chances to get in that.
Yep.
And if you're watching our VOD,
also...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say... Go ahead.
Okay. It's given the fact that this is a new league and a new week. The very first week, you have plenty of chances to to this little competition of ours.
Indeed.
Now go.
And if you are watching the VOD on YouTube, come join us for a live race and play live. You can just make your own guesses in the meantime if you're watching on YouTube.
Yep.
So SirLinkalot enters, and the guesses have been stopped.
All bets are off the table. Here we go. We are going left. That's one check right out of the gate. The Bob's torch also counts as one check.
It does. Whether you pick it up or not. Looks like not very useful items in this room. Just some sticks from chest number 4 or location number 4. There's 20 rupees.
Up to 5 so far, and that's bit 20.
Yeah, nothing of extreme use yet. We still need. Well, we got 2 small keys out of the chest so far too. So at least we have some small keys. If we find that big key soon, we'll be in good shape. There's another small key. Yeah, we're in good shape for the climb. It's not very often to see the straight left play anymore. I usually see runners check the first 2 on the right and then go left now. So this is putting number 11 squarely at the end of randomizer room. Your 9 is also randomizer room.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a small key, so here comes rando room. Now, why do we call it rando room? You only see this in randomizer. Speedrunners never come through this way.
Yeah, it's for the most part the room is pretty much dull in the regular game and just rando in general. Better.
That was 8, 9, 55 bucks there, 60 bucks for number 10, and 10 arrows.
Joy.
So we both lose right then and there.
Right. But hey, there's still more checks to be checked, so
So we are going to be coming up next on Bob's chest. Unfortunately, Bob has either been cured or is no longer with us. You take which side you believe. Normally he's at any fairy in the lower right, but because we bonked the torch, it doesn't look like any special Bob. Number 12 is not relevant. Time to drop down to the ice armors.
right. This is normally where the big key is at after you complete them.
Apparently someone in chat ate Bob. Ugh.
What is wrong with you?
I question that too. Number 13 is some arrows. Number 14 is a piece of paper. Number 15 is the single lowly arrow that is the one that defeats the pig for the final shot. Or so it is told.
So now we're going to be heading full right.
Will you stop in Tile Room before doing the last 4 chests? That remains to be seen. 17 is no good. He could stop in Tile Room now, but he's just going to go through, open the door.
Oh boy, he's going to be taking a huge gamble if it's tile room. And I don't want to have another moment where I just like break from the tile room.
If it's Tile Room, I don't think swaga1icous will do it until last either, to be honest with you. So,
yeah. Yeah, that is true.
But swaga1icous does full right first. Or even does Dark Magician. That will save him time. He's too far behind now, I think, to make a difference, though.
No, I'm sorry. Is that, oh, actually, before I say that there's the big chest, the big key. It's not the Dark Magician room. It's called the Blue Eyes White Dragon room.
Okay. Anyway, it was location number 19. So, we have to congratulate someone in the chat now. That's our duty as commentators to congratulate someone and hand out a wonderful prize. So, the Chanyard, congratulations, you win nothing.
Or if you want to be really generous, is for me at least, a whole supply of randomizer seats. Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, make sure to go to ALTTPR.com to redeem your prize, but make sure you have a Japanese 1.0 seed or it will not work. Enjoy! Oh, and also everyone else gets to do it.
Not available in Nebraska.
Apparently it's void in Canada. Darn it, I'm in Canada.
Oh, come on! Come on, I have several friends in Canada. You can't do this to me.
So Ulysses gets crystal number 6. He has to go back to Misery Mire, but will he be able to do this dark room? Or will he go looking for the lamp? That's... I'm starting to think lamp.
Oh, I mean... Oh, he might actually be doing that. Yeah, he's gonna do it. Or same quit. Yeah, he's heading up to the pyramid.
This is a good decision.
Yeah, I agree with this play myself. And SirLinkalot is going to be taking down Lambo 2.
For him, it's only a good decision because he had trouble with the dark room in question already, so going to get the lamp out of the pyramid, he's going to take the big bomb while he's at it.
Yeah.
He's going to ignore the big bomb room after he gets the lamp, but yeah, he's going to get that lamp and he's going to go back to Misery Mire and he'll finally be on his way to finishing.
Yeah, and that makes sense. Given he had a lot of trouble in that room in particular, so...
Ooh, the guard got a victim.
Oof.
So he's gonna go and oh no, he's not checking out the pyramid ledge yet. He's getting the hook shot out. Oh, he is checking it out. He was doing the delay. There was the lamp, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to be checking that cave anymore. Yeah, he's out of there. Almost bonked on the castle, but he got out. And off to Misery Mire.
Yep. Meanwhile, SirLinkalot is on his way up to the second iteration of Moldorm.
Oh, hi, Moldorm. You want to push me into a pit? No.
Yep.
It leaves that battle chest right there. We're not going to see what's in there today, or at least not for SirLinkalot.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's pretty much already way up ahead anyway, so...
I mean, the only thing that could help now is a cape, so... Yeah.
Yeah, but really, the cape is really just pointless at this...
yeah, it's just a different... It's just a different reiteration of the Cane of Burnup, so...
Yeah.
Oh, that's a blue ball. That should be a triple. That was an easy lineup right there.
Nice work.
So triangle battle complete. Off to, well, as someone I know would say, it's time for the Big P.
Yep. We're going to have some bacon tonight, boys.
And it's going to be nice and buttery bacon.
That's some good bacon right there.
We also have a conclusion in chat that we can call Aghanim Triangle Man.
Where's Universe Man and Person Man?
They're somewhere in the Mega Man universe.
Oh. Okay then.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We're in phase 3 of the Gan fight already, by the way. So first two phases, you didn't even, if you blink, you missed them. Ganon is doing 2 warps, and there's hit number 2. 1 warp, 2 warp. Hit number 3, being very nice on the warps today, Ganon is. 1 hit, and there's your 4th smack. And did you find the arrows in Swamp Palace? Would you like a sample?
Yes. They're really nice and tasty.
They are really good at cooking. They have good cooking properties. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the metal conducts heat very nicely. And
we're not talking about a train conductor.
As such, we have a finish. We have SirLinkalot is about to navigate a 1x3 bridge fraught with danger and possibility of falling off. If he can succeed, he will be in the Triforce room, and this game will be over. He succeeds. He has done this race. He clocks in an official. Apparently, I lost my IRC channel. I don't know why. I'm going to try and get that back. Do you have it open?
Yes, I do. And he has finished with an official SRL time of 2:01:47. GG.
GG. Get your GGs in chat. We'll see if we can get him in here to chat about the seed.
Bucklish is creating his final crystal, and he's going to make his way up to Ganon's Tower.
And we do have SirLinkalot in the channel with us right now. GG.
Thank you.
GG, man.
One question I want to ask you.
Yes.
Did Thieves Town ever cross your mind?
Yeah, quite a bit. Going through the entire thing, and as I keep going and going, I'm just like, I bet Bo's in Thieves Town. And at that point, I'm just like, I need to just check everything stupid at this point, because if Bo's in Thieves Town, I have to be so far behind right now.
You weren't. You were ahead the whole time.
Very much so.
Oh, I actually found it very surprising because I was counting the items in the front and you saved and quit out Thieves Town. I'm like, wait a second. There's still 3 unique items back there. Why is he leaving? Didn't make sense. We thought maybe you were worried about the health that you would need for blind or something like that. But we also knew it was a pendant, so obviously you didn't need blind for any reason.
Right.
Oh yeah, it cleared, like, typically when I go into Thieves Town, if I grab 2 items, I will leave, especially if I have a mirror. And then there was only one. I'm like, okay, typically I go back, but I just picked up the mirror, and I was looking at my tracker. I'm like, I have so many places to go that aren't a pendant dungeon right now. I'll come back to Thieves at some point if I need it. And I'm going to go check everything else. And then as I kept checking everything else, I'm just like, where is this stupid bow? And yeah, I finally came down to like, oh, it's in Skullwoods or it's Thieves Town. Let's go Thieves Town first, because it's probably there and I'm stupid.
Well, one thing that really helped you out here in the end was we thought we might have a really close race with you both being around 5 crystals at the same time. But swaga1icous had trouble, as you went into go mode, he had trouble with Misery Mire Darkroom, and he ended up going back and doing the same Eastern Palace of Darkness pair that you did as 5 and 6, whereas you did them as 6 and 7. And that Misery Mire Darkroom made the difference in the seed, I think, because he's just going into Ganon's Tower right now.
Right.
Yeah, Misery Mire Darkroom is not a fun one.
Not at all.
In a room that I have yet to learn myself, but that's besides the point.
And I mean, part of Thieves Town, I guess, is I wanted to live up to the team name, and you know, Blind's Bandoliers, so Blind's my buddy. So I didn't want to go kill him, because that's not very nice to go kill my buddy at that point.
Oh, that's completely understandable.
It's a good thing it was a pendant dungeon today and it wasn't needed.
Oh, I mean, if it would have been a crystal, I would have never skipped out on it when I went in the first time, because I played plenty of inverted, so doing like 3 hearts on blind, I'm just like, okay, sure. 6 hearts with a sword, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's just convenience.
So I think this was the first match for you, for your team, I should say, not just you, but for your team overall in this tournament. Or in this league, I should say. Not really a tournament, it's a league. So, by the way, swaga1icous is doing a full right, it looks like. So he's going to come upon the big key much quicker as a result, not doing the left side. But this is your team's first match. You've got your first 3 points on the board. So, good start for your team here.
Yeah, I told them I would do my best to try to start us off on the right foot and get us a win. I know I could have done a lot better, but the silly bow had to be in, and not Turtle Rock, because Turtle Rock pendant. You have everything. Why isn't there something in there for once?
Yeah, that's a good question, because there's always something in pendant Turtle Rock until there isn't, and there wasn't. The swaga1icous is on his way upstairs now. He did find the big key.
Yeah, that was my only thing, because typically I would route right side Ganon first as well. But when I got to Ganon's Tower, I'm like, he still hasn't finished, and I'm just like, I think the only thing I could think of that might make him not finish at this point is boots weren't required. And maybe he's looking for the boots somewhere because they were on blacksmith. So I'm just like, I'm going to check the torch. Because if it's there, then it's like, I think I know what happened. And then it wasn't there. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll just do the Stealthos room and then go right side. And I was like, let's just go all left side. Why not?
Yeah, those boots were very late in the sea. It took a while for either of you to find the boots through. You could have gotten them a lot earlier, I guess, but if you did the dwarf chain earlier. But you would have had to have the mire and the Titans before you could do that anyway.
Yeah, which mirror wasn't so bad. It was just Mitz being on the island. You kind of did everything at Village of Outcasts at that point, so there wasn't really too much reason to go back there to do blacksmiths.
And the balls were on Death Mountain, so Sick Kid didn't play a factor at all either.
Yep, all the bottles.
If you have a question, Wonder, you can go ahead.
Not really much to add other than I guess overall, what do you think about the whole seed in general?
Don't skip pendant Thieves Town. That's pretty much the seed, because if I wouldn't have skipped that and just routed the same way I did, which I think the only thing I would have skipped, considering what I did, might have been Catfish, because if I would have had the bow when I was doing my initial routing, I would have just immediately went to Pot and Eastern Palace when I was there. But, yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. When in doubt, go into Pendant Dungeon.
I was just taking a quick peek at the upcoming schedule, and I didn't see the other matchup between your teams scheduled yet. Do you know who the other matchup is going to be, or has that not been decided yet?
No, it is going to be Invictus versus Zero Rush is going to be the other match between our two.
You don't want to miss that. That's for sure.
Yeah, don't miss that one. That should be good. So yeah, it's not on the schedule yet, so I guess they're just trying to find the good time to do that, and then they'll put that in. We'll keep an eye out for that, because I'll be interested in seeing that.
Yep, I'll have to make, unless it's while I'm at work, I'll have to make sure and be there to cheer my teammate on.
Are you? Go ahead.
Yo, you go ahead.
How you liking the league format so far? Are you looking forward to the remaining weeks here?
Oh yeah, as soon as they announced it and I looked at the rules, I'm like, this is going to be awesome. I want to be on a team. I want to take a part of this. I'm like, I hope it takes off, because I feel like it could be a big thing, and maybe down the road make it a little bit bigger, everything like that. I think probably got the idea, start small, see how it goes, and then go from there, because I think he was actually surprised on how quickly the league actually filled up.
By the way, we just found the cape at on the 6th floor of Ganon's tower. If anyone was wondering where the cape was, that's where it was. Yep. So now we know. And yeah, I've been wanting to do a league myself for a while. I just had so many of my own things on the go and never had time to really worry about it. So I'm actually really glad Fear Agent did start this, and I've been wanting to see this for a while myself. I am completely agree with you there. Looking forward to doing more races in this and seeing how this format is received as the league goes on, and see how it grows in the future. It'll be very interesting to see that.
Yeah, I would enjoy it myself. I just haven't really done. I'm not really the best at this kind of thing. Well, I haven't even done a full seed yet myself, and that's the whole thing that I've been saying over the daily races. But I'm really, if I really try it, I might be able to keep grinding it. I might be able to try it myself. So yeah. Yeah,
I know what, if I ever get to the point that I can run full seeds, I might be interested in doing the odd seed in the league too. But yeah, we'll have to see if it ever happens for me someday. Right now, I'm happy just watching and commentating. I'm better at commentary than a player anyway.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, swaga1icous is having a little bit of trouble on Trolldorm. Oh boy.
Oh my. Oh, almost getting hit for the 3rd time into the pit.
That was like that's that third one was the 3rd time. Actually, he fell off once while I was talking.
Ah, that was 3. Okay, I thought I must have missed that one. Okay, I was looking away for a moment.
Yeah.
Well, he opened the chest and see what the last chest has to say. He will grant us the viewership of 10 arrows.
Nice.
He will move on to what someone in chat affectionately referred to as Triangle Man earlier.
Again, I have to ask, where's Universe Man in person, man?
I told you, in the Mega Man universe.
Oh, right.
Oh, nice double to start off SirLinkalot777's Aghanim 2 fight. If I recall Aghanim 2, we haven't seen Aghanim 1. Was that a double there? I think it was a double.
That was a double, yes.
He's not going to get a double here, I don't think. Not even a single.
Nope.
Will he get a double here and not even see that nice lineup for the 2? Oh, he disappeared, but now he's going to get the nice lineup, and one of these got to hit. One of them's got to hit. There you go.
Yeah, pretty decent fight, I guess.
swaga1icous is about to go take on the Big Pig.
Hey, again.
Yes, please.
I'm hungry right now. I would love to go for a BLT with a side of Ganon.
I'm still trying to figure out why I think the hole in the pyramid looks like a cuckoo. I don't know why I think that.
Maybe it is a cuckoo.
Maybe it is. Why Ganon would fall in the shape of a cuckoo doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. Anyway, he's on to phase 2, or no, he's still on phase 1. My bad.
Yeah, this is phase 1, and now it's going to be phase 2, I think. I don't think he has enough hits to get off phase 2 yet, so he's going to have to see another ring of circle bats here. Oh, or taking that. He was trying to be careful because he was low on health. Now he has a game over. He's going to have to return to the pyramid, and he's going to try it again. It's being pointed out in chat that Swag does have a cape. If he was to... Now, he only has half of his magic. Does he still have magic in his jars?
I think he had used it earlier during that one encounter with the dark room in Misery Mire.
Yeah, that might be it. So that would be explaining why he's not using the cape. He doesn't have a lot of magic to work with here, and he needs that for the torch segment of the fight. He has the silver arrow, so at least it shouldn't be too bad once he gets there. He might have enough hits, but he's down to 2 hearts. He can't take a hit from 5. Oh, he took a hug. He took a pile driver.
An RKO, I guess.
Yes, we do keep ending up here. You keep killing him. He's down to 2 hearts again. Can't take a hit from a bat or a Ganon. Okay, managed to avoid that round. Can he avoid this volley? If he can get through, he might have enough for phase 3. Ganon went to almost... he is on phase 3. Okay, that's a good start.
Yep.
Just don't take a pile driver or get hit by a rogue fire bat.
Or fall into the hole.
Yep. And did you find the silver arrows? Yes, here, have one.
Again, they're nice and toasty.
He did get the torch glitch. He's going to get at least 1, maybe a double here. Yep, that's a double. 2 to go.
Oh!
And he got assailed by the fire bat. Just when you think you're bringing it home. Ugh.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
It looks like Swag's already joined us in the chat here. This is kind of a bit of a spoiler since they're on a delay. But he's already joining us in the chat, it looks like.
Yep. So now back on the phase 3. With only 2 hearts to spare.
This part should be okay. The question is what will happen after this.
Yeah.
Oh, he dodged that bat. He was going for the torch glitch primarily. You're going to get another double here, I believe. That's
Yep.
2. He got that in. Didn't get that one. Oh, that was close. That was close.
That was a graze right there.
And didn't get the hit on Gan there. This is worrying me. That's a bat. That's a hit. Ah!
Oh, no! It's nice that swaga1icous is still persistent. He wants to finish this out.
Yeah, he wants to finish.
Oh. Back down to 2 hearts. Now back onto phase 3.
And once again, yes, we do know where those silver arrows were. We have them. Can you please take 4 this time?
It would be nice.
Oh, he missed the shot!
Oh! Oh,
and he
no!
has a bat! Oh!
Oh, no!
I didn't think that one was going to hit him. That was a weird hit. Hitboxes, please.
He's gonna get another crack at it.
He was in a nice spot there, but took a trident to the face. That hurts a lot.
Yeah, that's never good.
I personally don't want a spiky thing thrown in my face.
Yeah, that could possibly give you severe amounts of injury.
Yeah, it would be a very, very blunt force trauma to the head.
Right.
Down to 2 hearts again. And that's another death. At least it came quick that time, so now we get a nice clean shot.
It looks like he's gonna get some potions.
I approve of this. Oh no,
But
he's in the dark world and not floating anywhere, so yeah, forget that.
Oh.
Yes, we keep ending up here. I'm having a sense of deja vu.
I've just been in this place before.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that Triforce on the ground before. That triangle.
It's higher on the street, though.
Sorry?
It's higher on the street, though.
Oh, he's doing okay on this one. This could be the one. Yeah, this is going well. Yeah, this is going well so far. He got the Rogue Firebat launch there, but That's a phase 3 thing if you don't hit Ganon quickly enough. So you're going to try and get another hit. That's 3 warps this time. Now we got 2 hits.
Nice.
Double warp. Got that in. And here we go. Yes, you don't know about the silver arrows, but we have a lot more health this time. You are going down, pig.
For real this time.
Now, we are going to chat this way. Glicious does not have a mic, so he won't be able to join us for a on camera, or not on camera, on in booth interview. So he won't be able to join us live. But he did get the final arrow into the pig there. He is finished the race as soon as he crosses this bridge, of course. So get your GGs in chat, as we will know in a moment that we can clock in Swaglicious with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 20 seconds.
GG, man.
And winner!
Yep. And I have mad respect for pulling it out. Pulling out.
One thing I noticed he said in the SRL channel is that he swears he's not that bad, is exactly what he said. But it's okay. Everyone has a bad day. Even at something they're absolutely godlike at. Everyone can have a bad day. Even the top runners will say that. So definitely understandable that sometimes that will happen. No problem at all. We'll just bring back the next one and do a stronger one next go.
Yep. So I don't know about you, but this race is over.
Yeah, this is over, and we did have another race. So those of you who were not watching on Speed Gaming 2 at the same time as this race was on, you can go watch Speed Gaming 2 race now on the VOD, or if you're watching our VOD on YouTube, you may see it above or below this one in the playlist. We do have a playlist with all of these races. This will be the 3rd or 4th one on the list. I'm not sure which one. But go ahead and watch all these races if you like this league, and see all the different kinds of races that are being used in this league. All the races this week, just to clarify once again, all the races going on this week are standard randomized swords, normal, defeat Ganon as the flags. After this week is over, we're going to flick the switch to open mode. Everything else will be the same. It'll be open mode for week 2. So we're going to have some more insane types of seeds coming up in future weeks. I will leave some of the information to talk about in future weeks, but those are the 2 types of seeds we have for week 1 and week 2. So get set for some really good Zelda randomizer coming up for these next couple weeks, and we're going to throw the gates open and see some really interesting things after that. Since I noticed that SirLinkalot still with us on the channel. Any last thoughts you have on the race tonight, or on this seed tournament, or format as a whole? Anything like that?
Well, I'm just excited about the whole format. I'm looking forward to the rest of the weeks that I have to compete in. I get next week off. And
Yay!
hopefully, I don't have to do any open seeds. Except the co-op. So I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. No open. Like, all right, that's fine. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to like inverted, the co-op, especially the cross keys or cross world key sanity. That's going to be loads of fun for chat.
Yeah, probably more for chat than the runners. Probably need more time for those ones that week. Anyway, let's just go ahead and cover some of the races coming up on the schedule here. You did hear that. I'm sorry. I know you said it was Zero Rush. Who was the other runner?
Invictus would be the other
Invictus and Zero Rush will be coming up at some point. If you like seeing this match, Invictus and Zero Rush will be the other matchup between these 2 teams. Keep an eye on the schedule for that once it is scheduled. Not there yet. I already looked. But it will be showing up eventually, and when it does, you may want to watch that one. I know Zero Rush is a really good runner. Invictus is not bad himself, so that should be a good race to watch. As for races coming up tomorrow, I do see Team Awesome, and represented by Hitsuyan1337, going against Last Locationers, represented by Dracaris. That's at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. Channel, by the way, not yet decide for any of these races, I don't think. I don't think the schedule is set up for this yet. If it is, I'll find out in a moment. And then tomorrow evening, 10 o'clock, the Immortals, represented by Duke Firebird, going against, I'm going to say this wrong, Fendrana Drifters. represented by Jet082. That's going on 10 p.m. tomorrow. Again, they're the same kind of seed you saw tonight, standard randomized swords, so exact same kind of seed. Keep an eye out for Wednesday, as we have a lot of races scheduled. I don't know if they're all going to get aired or not at this point. Depends on the rest of the schedule. But I do see already 5 races listed on the schedule for tomorrow, ranging from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the evening. So you'll find, for Wednesday. And then there are a number of other races coming up on Thursday, Friday, Saturday as well to finish out the week. So keep an eye out for all those races, plus the ones that are not yet scheduled. Lots of Zelda Randomizer coming up for you in this coming week. And of course, if there are none of these races on, you'll find the link to the past daily races going on as well, whether it's standard, open, or some other kind of format. Those will be going on as well. Make sure to keep an eye out for those as well, if nothing else. Lots of link to the past you can watch on here. Any last thoughts from you, Professor Render, before we start to wrap it up?
Not really much. All I really need to say is I'd like to thank all the runners for coming out and providing some high quality entertainment. Brett to bring our tracker, MathGirl718 for keeping us up to date and clicking on those buttons in the background.
Yes.
And as well as my co-commentator Cyclone for providing all the fun and excitement to give to your little eardrums.
That's right, and make sure to follow my co-commentator as well. I'm going to get the commentary links and runner links in chat again here. I'm Cyclone GU on Twitch and my co-commentator in just a second. There it goes. My co-commentator is just Professor Renderer without the space in it, so you can follow him as well. Make sure to follow him. And also follow our runners as I think they're as they appear on stream, swaga1icous with a 1 in there, and SirLinkalot777. You can follow them and support them as well, and ask them about their teams and follow their teammates as well, because I'm sure they'll like the support as well. So just to cover what's going on in Speed Gaming for the rest of the night here, there's a Zelda 1 randomized race going on Speed Gaming 2, but over on Speed Gaming 1, Zelda 1 Vanilla, chase for sub 30. What that means is the runners are going to be trying to get under 30 minutes. Very, very difficult task. If you can do that, you're pretty much among the elite times at that point, elite runners at that point. So the chase for sub 30 is on Speed Gaming Prime channel right now. Head over there and watch that. Or if you just want to stay with Randomizer, Zelda 1 Randomizer on 2. So same game, just randomized. Coming up tomorrow, just a quick summary here. Some events I see on, other than the link to the past daily race I mentioned. Looks like the Super Metroid Prodigy tournament is beginning. I see a race at 3 o'clock. Looks like the first one of the tournament, unless I missed one in the morning. There's some Kirby's Dream Land, Ocarina of Time Randomizer. There's a lot of Super Metroid. There's 3 of those actually scheduled I see tomorrow. And of course, the league matches like today. You're going to see some Zelda 2 Randomizer weekly race going on tomorrow night as well. So lots of things you can watch on Speed Gaming. Follow Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6 for more information on those. So let's go ahead and wrap it up here. I just want to say to you, chat, you're just as important as anyone I say to follow here, because without you, we wouldn't have a show to do. So thank you for watching. Very nice to have you with us. Hope to see you for the next one. I'm going to give you, Professor Render, the final word. Before I do that, I just want to wish everyone a good night. May not all your seeds be pet seeds.
And all I really need to say is I'm Professor Render, and this was and my co-commentator was Cyclone, and we were broadcasting live from a secret room that may or may not be behind the Houlihan room. And, yeah.
Shh, don't tell them.
Yeah, I won't tell them, alright? Alright. Goodbye, everyone.
Good night.